What's going on, everybody? Welcome into Sports Laugh and Chill. I know usually when you see us go live, we go into the big intro. It's a big party. We got all the energies and vibes. But before we get into that tonight, and we will, first things are more important. We lost a member of the 49er faithful, I believe today, Corey Davis, who had been battling cancer for a while, lost that battle. And again, obviously a lot of what we do and a lot of what we talk about on the show, it has a lot to do with and a lot to talk about the 49ers, the Empire, and all of that. So, Gina, I know you said you wanted to say something about Corey, so I want to give you the space and time to do so.
Thanks. I'm just going to keep it brief. I actually didn't know Corey very well, but he did leave an impact. Oh, God. I was trying to. I don't really cry in public that often because I try to keep it really strong. Smile, 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 right? So the reason why he left such a big impression, first of all, he's a content creator. But one thing that stuck out was he came into the chat a few times when I did Gina Repna Bay Productions with you guys and even this one here too, right? And
Yep.
but when I came into his, he had said, "Hey Gina, I'm gonna send you the link. I want you to come on to the show." And I didn't come into the show because I look like a wreck. And I feel so guilty. And I just want to apologize. And for anyone out there who gets a link and doesn't go into the show because of some stupid reason like that, I don't care what the reason is, click on the link and go into some content creator show. Just click on the link. I don't care if you only have 1 minute. Just click on the link and join the content creator show, because man, I got chills right now. It's like I looked so bad that day that I couldn't join his show. It's just I'm kicking myself right now, and it just bothers me so much. So I just want to say, Corey, rest in peace, rest in paradise, rest in power up there, because you're a real one. You kept saying, "Oh, hopefully we can get Gina in here right now," and like I didn't
It's
come
not,
on the show.
don't blame yourself, Gina.
Yeah, you can't beat yourself up.
Don't blame yourself, Gina.
Such a good guy, and just real one, a real one, So I just want to say to everybody out there, please just help others by and doing anything like that, for example. So Corey, you're a real good guy, and yeah, that's it. That's all I want to say.
For sure, Gina. That took a lot. Don't blame yourself. Brother Corey, rest in power, of course. I did not have the pleasure of knowing him personally, but I do remember him coming into the chat a couple of times. And I appreciate his support, him as a person. And this is tough. Losing loved ones is always tough. My prayers and thoughts go out to his family, his friends, everybody that loved him and supported him and cared about him. It's tough. Death is never easy.
Yeah.
For sure.
Me personally, I never met him, but when it's all said and done, to me, great guy, most likely. I'm not never say, again, I don't know the guy, but for people to come on like Gina, and to be honest, like be vulnerable, I respect that. You know what I'm saying? So Gina, my heart's right here for you. Trust me, I know how it feels. I had one of my best friends. He shot himself in the head in front of his parent, in front of his wife and kids, and he was my best friend. And I love him to death. But and if you need anybody, if anybody out there, not his nation, I love all y'all. I love everybody. You know what I'm saying? And if you need somebody to talk to, trust me, I'm right here for you. love and respect to Corey and all his family. And sorry to hear that, but you gotta move. You gotta don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself
Absolutely
up.
not.
I'm saying don't
Absolutely
do that.
Yeah, no, thanks. It's one of those like what if type of things that if I had just been on there, I was even like, can I find the the video that he asked me so that I could torture myself, sick thoughts
Those
like
thoughts.
that,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stupid.
It's
Yeah.
always the what ifs. What ifs. It's always that. I dealt with it too. I talk to a therapist every Wednesday. So trust me, I understand what you're talking about.
Facts.
I think just to echo onto this, as a lot of y'all know in here, just a little over a month ago, I lost my grandma, and cancer was a big part of it. So seeing this, that obviously even on my own, I understand. I don't understand because every certain situation is different for everybody, right? But to a certain extent, knowing how hard that is, right? And just wanting to be mad and hurtful and just hurting with that. So as it's been echoed in here before, again, all my thoughts, prayers, well wishes, all the positive vibes, everything positive possible to everyone in Corey's family, any friends, anyone that knew him, loved him. Like, I know this is going to be a really hard time right now, of course, like this holiday season, man, like that's tough. That's really tough. And Shell had this recommendation, and I'd love to do it. So she asked if we can give her
I was just waiting on you, Jordan.
moment of
I
silence.
knew he was going to come back to you, so I knew you was going to get it. Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So if we all just can,
Absolutely.
just give a quick moment, a good moment of silence right here for Corey. I think that'd be good. Thanks. Now, I think one of the best ways, at least right now, we try to look out. No, you're good, Gina. You're good.
No, you're good.
We try to cover a lot of different teams and a lot of things on here, but obviously, again, that this is a show and we're talking about paying our respects to Corey. There was a big win for a team that we all know he was a big fan of, and so I feel like one of the best things we can try to do right now is just get the best damn show possible, covering that game, any other topics, and that's again, that's what we're gonna try to do here in Sports Laugh and Chill. And so and unless anyone has any other thoughts, anything else they want to say, I think that's what we're going to try to do for them.
Absolutely. I want to say what's up to everybody in the chat. Thank you all for coming out. Miss Debbie, Patreon member. You dig what I'm saying? Danielle, what up, sis? Patreon member.
What up,
Tanya's
everybody?
somewhere. What up, Shell? What's good, Terra Dome? What's good, Christian?
Right.
Marcus,
Yes.
what's up, brother?
Yeah.
What up?
Everybody that's here, shoot something in the chat to let us know that you're watching. Let us know you are with us. You know what I'm saying? In the land of the living, especially right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, salute to everybody that takes out a few minutes of a very important life and day to come on here and hear us talk about sports and life and things of that nature. Like, really, really appreciate y'all. Really good seeing everybody.
Absolutely. And without a doubt, he said, let's get into it.
Yeah. What's up, Beto? And Marcus with this typical. Typical. Are we going to cook tonight?
Typical Marcus.
Oh yeah. We in the kitchen tonight. We got I mean, if Jordan is not, there you go, Christian. Christian is always reading my mind and always coming up with it. We got a special guest on with us today.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We got Michi on with us today. One of Philly's finest. You dig what I'm saying? One of those eagles, one of those fly high eagles. You know what I'm saying? One of those, Philadelphia song singing fans. You know what I'm saying? One of those.
Absolutely.
You
hit them low, hit them high.
In the building.
Here we go.
Oh, my cousin Keith Carter is in the building. He's an Atlanta Falcons fan. He's in Atlanta right now. What's going on, Keith?
Yeah.
Got Falcons in the building.
Hello,
You know what I'm
Keith.
saying?
Hello, Keith.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's a good
All
look.
right. Oh, here we go. We
We got everybody in the house tonight.
Absolutely. It's
What's up,
showtime, baby.
What's up,
Let's
show?
get it.
Danielle. What's up, everybody? B-dubs.
All right, everyone. What's going on? Welcome to another edition of Sports, Laugh, and Chill. Of course, we got our usuals in here. Unk's in the building. Gina's here. Dan is in the building. We got a special guest as well. I know. Where's Wise with the sound effects that we?
Where's Wise with or Rod? Either one.
You're right. You're right.
Where's that? Where's the beatbox? I guess you're not in the mood to play no beats today. I guess today ain't the day for dropping off anything. Okay, I got you. I see.
I'm just here, man. I'm just here.
We have a good guest in here as well, also representing with the Philly side of things. Meech is in the building. Meech, how you doing? Appreciate
What's
y'all.
going on, everybody? Thank you all for the invite. I'm glad to be here. I'm ready. I once I found out that I was gonna be fortunate enough to come up here, I had to run to the hospital right quick and get a shot so I wouldn't break out in hives around so many of these 49ers fans. I got an EpiPen right here beside me just from looking at them because they stink.
Well, no, I mean,
I
I think everyone knows for the most part what we're going to get into.
Maybe pull out a gurney,
It was a actually, you know what? I could say it this way. It was a big win for three of us in here this weekend. I saw Dan, y'all getting a big win. Y'all 6-6.
Yeah, we back in the hunt.
My Dirty Birds sold first place in the NFC
South.
Was it wild card hunt?
Even if we make the wild card, we go
out home
very first game. So it's all good. I guess we just want to be relevant.
It's so unfortunate too with this loss that with this loss we're still in first in the entire NFL. It's so unfortunate. But let's get it started.
Let's get into it. Of course, the main thing we're talking about, the 42-19 49er win up at the Linc over the Eagles. And look, I know a lot of us in here, most of us, we said that we thought the Niners were going to win. I don't think this was how we thought it was going to happen, though. For a lot of us, as I said, for a lot of us.
Y'all want to look at my score prediction last week? Oh yeah, I did.
That's what I said. So you know what, Dan? We'll start with you since you're the one that you did call it being a blowout. Like, I want to start with you. What you saw and what lived up to what you thought you were going to see.
Blowout win, just like I predicted last week. I actually had the score like 34-13 or 34-17 or something like that. It ended up being 42-19 or whatever it was.
That's irrelevant.
Same numbers, same thing. I knew that the 49ers were on a mission. This was their Super Bowl. Clearly, they took it more seriously than the Eagles. And what's funny is the Eagles, they all of a sudden, the game is not that important. It didn't even mean that much. And I kind of recall Dallas saying the same thing when the 49ers beat the sleeves off of them. So, everybody is kind of, I don't know if it's like an NFC East thing where you got to be like, we don't care about losing for real. When in actuality, I think everybody cares about losing, and especially when it's so much at stake. And the thing is, we knew that the Eagles needed to win this game. Now, I did say last week that it wasn't a must win for nobody because this is just round one. We know when it comes to the playoffs, it's going to really get to really, see what time it is. Right now, the 49ers won the battle, right? 49ers won the battle. And I mean, what a battle it was.
Or maybe
because
it wasn't.
they didn't leave the women, the children. They burnt the city. They burnt the houses. You know what I'm saying? You might as well call that place ground zero. The Linc needs to be now called ground zero, the way the 49ers went in there and burnt the whole building down. The thing is simply this. We knew that the Eagles wasn't playing their very best football throughout the weeks. They always found a way to win. That's what good teams do. Good teams always find a way to win. Bad teams always find a way to lose. Okay? So Philadelphia is a good team. No doubt about it. Were they as good as we thought they were? Absolutely not. But we kind of already knew that, right? We knew that. But this game right here just kind of showed everybody that Philly is very beatable. And I know if I'm anybody's offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator, I'm going to take footage of that game and I'm going to apply it to my team when we have to play the Philadelphia Eagles. And I don't know, Meech. I don't know, but it didn't look promising. Didn't look like you guys are ready for the playoffs. Nope, not at all. Do I still believe that you guys will get the number 1 seed in the NFC? Nope. I think you guys were exposed. I don't see the 49ers losing another game. I actually see the Eagles possibly losing 2 more games, which would then mathematically put you guys at number 2. So, that's where I stand. I stand by my score prediction, and we see what it was. The better team actually showed that they were the better team with ease. With ease.
Thank you, Dan. Just a reminder, hit that like button.
Hit that like button. Exposed.
And it's interesting that you said that, Dan. And yes, I'm the one that got the fucking fucked up Wi-Fi. So fuck it. I'm not leaving this time.
Right, Gina, talk your stuff, whether it's on pause or whether it's on delay or whatever it is.
I said,
talk your shit.
We'll call you and put you on speaker if we have to.
Just know eventually it's gonna get heard.
I don't give
that's
a
all
fuck.
You gotta realize.
Do it. That's right. Oh well.
let me get back to my cousin Keith real quick. Keith said, are the Eagles really very beatable if they've already won 10 games? Well, I just explained that they've been lucky on several different games and several different plays. The ball has bounced their way. I literally said good teams find a way to win. Bad teams find a way to lose. There has been times where we've seen Philly on the ropes. Everybody that's been watching that team all season long, even Philadelphia fans would agree that there have been several occasions where it was iffy. Did you pull out the win? Did you get the victory? Yep, that's what counts. All that counts is the W. But we saw flaws with this Philly team. I mean, am I speaking French? Meech, am I wrong? Did we not see flaws with this team? I mean, it's a good team.
The slander is utterly disgusting. It's utterly disgusting. They hey, but me and we always say on our channel, when we talk, man, we give realistic, talks, and we knew what we were lacking since the preseason. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. There's nothing that you're saying right now that's wrong. It's unfortunate. I do have to. You what's his name, Kevin? We're not very beatable. We got beat by a very good team. We got beat by a very good team. They exposed. They did everything they said they were gonna do. Like I was saying earlier, I knew when he showed up with those black Air Force Ones, I knew what the day was gonna be like. He had on those black Air Force Ones,
Everybody
and I
knows.
knew it wasn't time to play. But like you said, man, do I think that? Do I feel that we're just bottom of the barrel now? No, it's not. Nowhere close to that. Nowhere close to that. So, but the slander, the defamation of character on this channel that I'm experiencing right now, tag him in, tag Duke in, man. Come on,
oh God,
man. Hey, I mean, Unc. I mean, I haven't heard you, Unc. Hey, Unc, I got a question for you before you even say anything. I remember you told us this past week that you had a guy that worked with you that's a 49ers fan, and you wasn't even talking to him. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't even dealing with him. You was talking to somebody else, placing a little wager, doing your thing. And your boy came up and was like, yeah, we're going to whoop y'all ass. Put 50 on it, put 100 on it, put whatever you want. And you was like, whoa, slow down. Wasn't talking to you. I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying? And I know you had a little wager with him. You eventually did something with him. Can you tell us if you talked to him today?
Hey, man, I'm just here, man.
Sure, so you won't get
how
fined,
come you're not in character, Unc?
Right. What character we got for this one?
He might be in character for all we know right now.
I'm in 2023 NFC Championship broadcast.
Yeah.
Just here so I don't get fined. Facts. Man, what that boy say? Sadberry.
Coming out with all the little jokes.
That boy hurt. Man, I ain't never seen Eagles fans leave up out the link so fast in my life. I mean, literally, like they was getting up out of there. Like they was pouring out the stands. I mean, we talking about this is the link.
I was
Game was over.
Game was the game over after the first quarter or
Steve-O.
just the second, third, and fourth? Because y'all came to play for 15 minutes.
They were leaving at the beginning of the fourth quarter, I believe.
Oh no, they was leaving in the third quarter too, Gina. We got footage, but we'll get back to that later. I just want to talk about how the Eagles.
No, Brandon, my Wi-Fi is not good.
You good, Gina? We can hear you just fine.
Unfortunately, we can still hear her.
The Eagles came to play for 15 minutes.
Brandon's complaining.
I just want to know why the Eagles only decided to play one quarter of football. They looked good that quarter too. Might I add?
Hey, it's just like what Skip and Keyshawn and all those boys said. We had to lose to figure y'all out. That's why. We were getting intel.
If that ain't the most retarded
if that ain't
reason.
no Jedi mind trick, if that ain't no Jedi mind trick, I don't know what is. Who y'all got on y'all side? Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Oh man.
My man said, hey, we gonna lose and lose bad. Write down all they plays. Like just let them come out with all the plays.
Yeah.
Hey, Terror Dome's hilarious tonight.
We'll be ready to play.
Data. I know.
Hey,
Paul Blart, right? Exactly. He looked like Paul.
Yeah, Paul Blart Malkoff. That's hilarious.
Your head of security, FYI, may no longer be your head of security. You do know that, right?
That's what people were saying.
You do know that the NFL might ban him from being on the sidelines. You know that, right? They talking about that right now, right?
Good.
So Philly Dom will be seen at your local bar for the games because he won't be there.
Can I say something real quick?
Philly Dom will be at Geno's cheesesteaks, passing out cheesesteaks.
He's like, kiss my hand.
Philly Dom is about to go and do security at Domino's in Philly. Philly Dom.
Can I say something real quick? Because this is what I love about this right now. This is what I love. Dan, what
Philly
team do
does.
you cheer for, dog? We got two 49er fans in here, and they ain't said a word. You saying everything.
Hey, and Jordan, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because Eagles fans, and I know a lot of them. I know a lot of Eagles fans, and I know they listening. Oh yeah, it's a lot of Eagles fans in Atlanta, and they are
Especially the two that are in here.
Here we go. Here we go.
They cool.
Here we go.
They cool. So I mean, all I'm saying is, and the difference is Philly has actually backed it up and won a Super Bowl, right? I was almost about to say they're as worse as Dallas fans, but at least they're not as delusional. They've actually won. You know what I'm saying? So I get that part. But boy, when they win, it's one city of fans that you just cannot say a word to, because everything evolves around their win and their city. And that's why the 76ers will never win. And that's why, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's all good. It's all fun and games. Y'all, Eagles got their Super Bowl. You ain't going to see another one.
Can you please say the Phillies?
You saw one last year. You saw one.
Just for my sake, can you also say the Phillies will never win too?
Also, another trash organization that nobody watches until it's playoff time. Ask Dennis. So, again, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one city where the fans are just obnoxious, and it is Philly. And I'm telling you, I commend the 49er faithful, the fans going out to Philadelphia, enduring the BS, ready to fight back, throwing beer cans right back at them, being like, come on over this fence if you want some of this real work. You know what I'm saying? We in Philly, we in y'all city, and we ready to whoop your ass. My team whooped your ass, and we gonna whoop your ass. And so I didn't see a lot of things going down in Philadelphia like I typically see. And I wonder why. Man. Because I know them Niners fans got them thugs. Yeah.
Rams fan giving credit.
They got them muchachos. They got them muchachos over there.
Yeah. A Rams fan giving credit and giving love to the Niner Empire. Oh, this is nasty work.
Not the muchachos.
Nasty work.
Hey, y'all got. Hey, I know what's over there. I know
nasty work.
So I know they don't mind. They don't mind going to no Philadelphia. They don't mind going to no New York. They don't mind going. These boys is from Mexico, boy. It don't get no tougher than that, boy. You don't get no tougher than that, boy. These boys said, "What y'all want to do? What y'all want to do?" And Philly fans said, "We just gonna sit down. We just gonna. What you want to do? To make it, you go to their high voice."
Don't make me go to my high
Philly
voice.
fans said, we don't want no smoke. We don't want no smoke.
You ever seen The Wash? That's where that comes from.
We don't want no problems.
That's Christian's supposed to tell us
nothing. That. Right.
You're right. I'm a little too high right now.
I'm
on this Eagle pack tonight. I'm on this Eagle pack right now. So I'm just trying to figure it all out right now. My bad.
Jordan said, I'm a Rams fan. Meet you if you didn't know. I am a diehard Rams fan. The 49ers are my rivals. It's love and hate. I don't even have my Rams wall up. My border, and I purposely didn't put it up because I was going to be talking great about the 49ers. I would not do something blasphemous as speak well on the 49ers while having the Rams wall up. It wasn't going to happen. So we're in the living room tonight.
First off, I don't like the computer on your wall, the piano on your wall. I don't like the piano.
Hey, you gotta leave the Stein. That's real quality stuff right there, man.
That's the Steinway.
Steinway, man. You gotta relax. Stein.
Never disrespect Dan Steinway.
No, you can't come out to the Stein.
All right. Well, look, I want to put it this way. I know we got a lot of texts about this game, but we do have a lot of Patreon.
That's the Steinway that started the whole show.
It is. It really is. So the first two come from Miss Danielle, and this first one is actually designated for you. She wants to know at what. No, it is. It is. At what point in the game did you know that the Eagles were cooked?
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
That boy is saltier than McDonald's fries, ain't he? I waited for this for 10 months, y'all.
Niche, you wanna answer this one?
Y'all had no. These motherfuckers had a quarterback last year. We didn't. I knew for fucking sake we was gonna walk in there like Clubber Lane and dog walk these motherfuckers, and that's exactly what we did last night. Is this what you've been waiting on? You ready? I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this. So I had to shine like that, shine like this.
You better get the lyrics right if you're gonna do it.
Damn that. It's winter time.
Go ahead.
I ain't seen none of them. All that what's your boy Shady McCoy with his butter knife hairline? I don't know who lines his head up. Hey man, let me tell you something, man. I know y'all got better clippers than that out there, man, in Philly. Cause we all know damn well he need that help. Now, hold on, Dan, because you did say something earlier in the year about my Niners. You knew. I knew this day was
Ron
coming.
has his notebook too.
This was from week 2 when we played them. You remember that game when Brock didn't do his, he did his job, but he didn't do shit. Y'all remember that game, right?
Absolutely.
That we barely won that game, right?
Absolutely. Facts.
Y'all not scary though. Dallas or Philly will beat y'all. How did them 2 games turn out, Dan? Answer for me. I need you a little louder.
Blowout.
In whose way?
49ers. Yeah.
I love how you said that. I just wanted y'all to get that nice and clear on this night. Cause oh yeah.
Thank you, Christian. I didn't know.
You're right, Rod. I mean, like the team that I expected to get blown out was my Rams, and we put up a fight. Philly put up a fight for 15 minutes. Philly put up a fight for 15 minutes, and was like, "Yeah, that's all we got, Coach. What else?"
What week? No lie. What week did I say that? I said that they was gonna be light work. I said I wasn't worried about Philly. Was that 2 weeks before or the week before? I said it then because I said it. I said then. I said, "Oh, we gonna work, y'all. This gonna be it." I'm not worried about Philly at all, and I put it in our private group to let it be known. Like I'm already stamping that this is gonna be a walk. Dog Walk City, baby. Dog Walk City. Bow wow wow, yippee yo, a yippee yay. Sean is in the other room right now, so we already know because I'm here at his house right now. That's my big bro right now. Hey, yeah. He hear me. Right. Exactly. He'll be here in a week. But yeah. Last night was a good night. I've been waiting on this for 10 months, man, because I knew last year, if anything, it would have been a closer game. I say closer game, but I still think we would have came out victorious. This year, it was no doubt. No doubt. Because y'all defense actually got worse. That's why I was oh, no.
We got worse. For the first 15 minutes of the game, I was like, this is about to be a dog fight.
That's why I got mad at why Kyle came out the first 2 drives, the first 6 plays was all pass plays. And I was like, what are we doing out here? Bro, we should be running on them. Soon as he come with the run play, and that was the rest. That was history.
Right.
That was it.
Exactly. Right.
That was it.
You got by that front 4 and that middle group. There's a reason why the Eagles made the signing that they did today. Right, and I had a feeling once that game went the way it did, I said, I think I know where Shaquille Leonard's about to sign pretty soon here. And of course, he goes to Philly. It makes sense. I want to put it this way though: if there's any room for optimism for the Eagles fans out here, this is where it is. Right, I'm going back to the year 2021. Dan, you'll understand where I'm going with this. So November 15th, 2021, in week 10, Niners and the Rams play. Niners win that 31-10.
Blowout.
It was now they play it again, right? They play it again because they're division rivals, so that's what they do. They meet up again in the conference championship. Who won that game?
The Rams.
So you can do it. If they blow you out, you can get them again. I'm just saying. I want to give you room for optimism. That's all.
First off, you're bringing up two situations that year. We're also rivals within our conference. So that right there, trying to win 3 games in one season, it's a little bit more difficult than what it actually would have been. We only played them once this season. Then after that, this would be number 2. So in my opinion, we still can do the same thing over again.
I mean, you can, and I'm not ruling that out. Like I said, I was just leaving room for optimism for the Eagles. Again, let's look at it this way. Like we talked about this in our group, right? This game meant more than anything for the Niners. You showing up in all black, Deebo's wearing the Air Force, the black forces, and y'all saying everything that you said. You going up to the
you
game.
On fire tonight, boy.
Did we back it up?
You on fire tonight.
Terry don't hilarious.
Did we back it up?
I didn't say you didn't. I didn't say you
Did he back it up? Back it up?
My point being, with all of this is this game, and I said this last week, right before the game even happened. This game meant a lot to the Niners. It meant a lot more to the Niners than it would have for Philly, and I understand why. They had the point to prove. If we have a quarterback, well, we have our quarterback. So watch what happens. But again, the reason why your quarterback got knocked out last year is because the Eagles were better at the line of scrimmage than you last year. On Sunday, the Niners were the better team at the line of scrimmage. Like, I'm not trying to question that, argue that, say anything against it otherwise. That's why your quarterback stayed healthy. That's why he kept playing in the game. You put up 42 points and also holding to 19. Because the thing for me is, look, y'all know me. When I look at tape, when I look at film, I always say, even in a blowout, there are 2 or 3 plays in a game that really make the difference. I think it's still true in this game. First off, when the Eagles, I know we talked about the Niners not having a good first quarter. The Eagles had a chance to take the soul from the 49ers right away, right? Jalen Hurts makes that throw to the corner of the end zone to A.J. Brown, I think it was, that it went a little too far. That's a touchdown instead of going to field goal. I know Shavarius Ward made a great play in the opposite corner, and then I know Jalen Hurts took a sack when he shouldn't have, just throw the ball away, and that way you have better field position, maybe make something happen. You don't know how the outlook of that game was.
He did in the Super Bowl.
So that's my thing is, and so my point again being is there was and that's my point. There was a situation where this game could have had a different outlook from the beginning. Like if y'all were down 14-0 instead of 6-0, you telling me the Eagles march down the field, get y'all on the 2-3 and outs, they only get 2 field goals? I know exactly what the San Francisco sideline is thinking. Like, oh, hey, everything that has gone wrong for us has gone wrong, and we still here. Meanwhile, Philly's like, hey, everything that could have gone right for us has gone right, but we still here. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, none of that shit worked. Oh, well, I don't give a fuck. That shit felt good. No pause. At the end of the day, this is how I'm not going to say it should have been. Like I said, last year, I felt confident going in. I felt like it would have been more of a battle. But I
did too. I think Rob got muted.
Yeah, you're stupid.
All right, hello. We gonna wait for Rod to get those audio.
3 sentences later, he's like, "Oh shit, I'm muted."
All you gotta do is.
you got me?
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
We can hear you now.
Nah, it was showing on my side.
Now I hear you.
Disconnecting. But yeah, it's just knowing that at the end of the day, what I saw last year, I thought it would have been a more close game. This year, what I saw, and then I understood and saw how the Eagles was playing on defense, and I was like, I'm not scared of them at all. I was like, watch this. I felt very confident walking in. I didn't give a damn. We could have walked in the dark alley. That shit wouldn't have been good either. So it didn't matter.
So
it didn't matter at all.
let me ask you this question, Rod, because I know there's this feeling that the off-season thoughts and quotes and yada yada, it's all vindicated, right? But to your point,
for who?
By San Francisco. But
for Kyle Shanahan, because my stand stills.
I don't know.
Shit,
I don't care about.
You
Kyle.
better win this motherfucker now, Kyle. I swear to God, you better win this motherfucker.
Whoa.
Man.
Remember who you talking to.
Amen.
Remember who you talking to.
Amen.
Yeah, remember you better win this, Kyle.
What I'm saying is, by the 49er players,
I'm with
right,
that
saying,
guy
hey,
right there. That guy right there, Rod.
And that quarterback, yada yada, would happen. But again, like you just said, though, this is not the same Eagles defense that y'all went against last year, right? So that's what I'm saying. In my opinion, the way I would look at it is, I get the team name is the same, but the teams are different. They are different. And it's just like, look, did the 49ers just let everybody else know they the best team in the league? Yes, they did. Did I already think that they were the best team in the league? Yes, I did. So again, but the thing for me was, when I talk about Philly, at the end of the day, yeah, you got beat, but guess what? Everything is still in Philly's hands in terms of they win out and do what they're supposed to do. They still got the number 1 seed. I already told y'all too. I said, hey, with the stretch that the Eagles have right now, they go 4-1, 5-1. Do you think they're gonna feel pretty good? And if the one loss is literally to y'all, I think they're gonna be all right.
So, question, Jordan.
Yeah.
So, how many?
Look, we got
how many
through the
for the 49er fans? How many losses y'all got?
3.
3 losses. How many losses did the Philadelphia Eagles have?
3.
2.
2. But hold that thought, Gina.
2.
How many losses do the Dallas Cowboys have?
You're making my point.
3.
So, okay.
So 3 losses for Dallas. Now, hypothetically speaking, Dallas and Philly play next week.
Yep.
Dallas wins that game. Who's number 1 in the NFC?
But see, you're making my point. I said Philly controls their destiny with this. So again, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
No, you're right, Jordan. No. I'm piggybacking off of you, but at the same time, also saying that I don't think that this weak-ass Philadelphia team is going to beat Dallas. I think Dallas sees blood in the water. And I think that going to be like, you know what I'm saying? Let me show y'all what I can do.
I mean, I've only seen Philly beat Dallas. I mean, Dallas beat Philly once in the last 2 years, and that's when Gardner Minshew was a quarterback. But I mean, I guess I understand that.
Well, what I'm saying is, we don't know how Philadelphia will react after this L. We don't know. Jalen banged up. You dig what I'm saying? A couple of things happened. We just don't know. So
That's
all
fair.
I'm saying is, it's a hot-ass Dallas team. Granted, they beat scrubs. They fought a tough one with Seattle. You dig what I'm saying? But this is a divisional rival game.
I don't disagree.
Let me ask this question. Who has a better defense, Seattle or Philly? Who has a better defense, Seattle or Philly?
Give me Philly.
Philly.
I still think they have more game changers on their defense where that can cover up some of the other holes that they have than Seattle does.
So Seattle's just missing a front 4, mainly.
Well, they added
They had to bench
Leonard Williams, which
they had to bench. They had to bench one of their starting corners because he didn't want to tackle. We know one of their best safeties is more of a box safety, better when he's blitzing and stopping the run game than he is in coverage. I mean, like how else do you want me to go about this? I mean, when you talk linebacker group versus linebacker group, I know how good Bobby Wagner's been in the past, but he's old now. The other linebacker, Brooks, can't really cover. So I mean, like seriously, how do you want me to attack this?
And he's hurt. And I mean, not only
but y'all are saying, to your point then, Jordan, why do you still have Philly? Just because of the front 4?
I didn't just say the front 4. I said game changers. Darius Slay on any given play can be a game changer. You're not subbing out Darius Slay, right? Again, Kelvin Byard is coming in. He's still learning that defense, getting familiar with everything after the trade from Tennessee. I'm putting him as a safety better than any other safety that Seattle will have. Then, of course, with the front 4, without a doubt, I'm going Philly over Seattle. So it's more than just the front 4.
It's a couple players. I mean, it's better to be benched as a corner for not tackling than to be fired for not tackling.
Yeah.
So, is your boy out there still looking for a job?
Who?
What's that boy from Vegas? What's that? Marcus
Peters?
Marcus Peters. Is he still looking for a job? Or has
All I know
anybody
is
claimed him?
he said
Mariota?
he ain't done yet.
Peters,
Oh.
Marcus
I
Peters.
was like, he already has a job.
Yeah, don't get me started on Marcus Mariota.
Yeah.
He played yesterday.
I know. I got so mad watching.
So
I really
Christian said he really wanted to hear from me, and he really didn't want to hear from Unc. Now I already know what Unc got to say. I know what's coming out of Unc mouth, so he ain't even got to say it. Michi, I just want to understand. I want to hear a Philly fan explain to me what I just watched yesterday. What did I see?
I'm gonna start off by saying this, man. If and let me build up. If Dallas, hypothetically speaking, Dallas would have beaten the 49ers, if they would have beaten them, you would have never saw me riding the scrotum of the Cowboys fans the way this disrespectful Rams fan has been riding the scrotum of these 49ers. Never. You would have never saw that. Division. I would have never advocated for the Cowboys under any circumstance. Put a gun to my head.
Yes, you would have. If the number one seed was on the line and the Cowboys was playing the 49ers, and if the Cowboys beat the 49ers, y'all would be the number one seed. My sir, you would be low key with that star in the bathroom.
Was running football for the Cowboys.
I'm with him because I ain't cheering for the Saints no matter what. I'm with him. Yeah. I ain't cheering for the Saints no matter what.
I'm not going to lie to you. The way he was dangling from the scrotum, I thought he was a 49ers fan.
Well,
I expected this from Rod. I expected this from Gina.
Michi, let me give you a little history. Let me give you a little history. I actually used to be a 49ers fan.
Here we go.
So let me give you a little history.
So you used to be a 49ers fan. This makes it even worse. Everything he has Oh, you ain't gotta say nothing. I got you, baby. I got you. Keep picking your team. I got you. Let me tell you something.
He ain't got that money he lost. He ain't got that.
I'm talking to Rod.
Unless you got that too.
Jordan,
Where's that gift? Come home. Dave Chappelle and
Gina.
James, come home.
Right. No, they don't want him anymore. They don't want the backslider. What they say in church, he backsliding. They don't want him anymore.
I got notice I was getting used to. Now I feel like
he's not welcome. He's not welcome in the 49ers arena on any stage. The disrespect, the blasphemy that he's given to his team, the sorry.
Oh, he got that Joe Montana jersey though.
I sure do.
Joe Montana is turning over.
He
in
got
his
that Joe
right now.
Mm-hmm.
The disrespect.
Yeah, I got that Joe.
He got that Joe.
But I'm gonna be honest with you because I'm a realistic fan. We lost that game. We lost that game on the second field goal of the game.
Now who
we
just
lost
said
that game?
something
I told you, Rod. No,
Facts.
Rod, you chimed in on the last one we were talking about it. I said if they don't go past page 2
I see
of
that
the playbook, we're gonna lose.
Facts.
When they went down 7-6, I was like, the Eagles did all that work for 6 points, and the 49ers come down and just score real quick, and now they are leading. I said they just put in all this work, and they losing.
I hate to say this because he's usually wrong on every single time he's on the show. I'm gonna start wearing a crown on here like Rashad McCants because I could have sworn I just said this 10 minutes ago.
Hell nah, man.
I just said this 10 minutes ago. Golly. But look, we got other Patreon member questions we got to get to, so let's get to them. One of the things that happened in this game, I know we talked about a little bit, there was the whole thing with, I guess he's probably a Philly legend now, Big Dom, getting in the whole fight and the whole mix on the sideline. So Ms. Danielle wants to know, what did you think about the Dre Greenlaw situation? I know a lot of memes have made it a Draymond Greenlaw. So I just want to know what are y'all's thoughts on how that went down?
They gotta relax.
I liked it. Somebody had to get involved from the Eagles because the players weren't
I
involved.
personally love it. I think it's great. I mean,
You're damn right, Nikki. The players didn't want.
I think it's hilarious. You know, I mean, I've said before, if I mean, people were like, "Fuck Draymond Green. I don't want anything associated between Draymond and Drake Greenlaw. Fuck that." And they're calling him a donkey and all this bullshit. And you know, and it's like I hate that. But I've always said if he wasn't on my team, I'd probably fucking hate Draymond Green too. But you know, I thought it was hilarious.
But did
I said his name. Yeah, Dom did. Yeah, Dom pulled. He did it for his squad. You know what I'm saying? He did it for Philly. You know what I mean? He saw the writing on the wall. It was getting ugly, so he was like, "Shit, let me just try anything." Shit, I just watched one of my boys get slammed on his neck like that. That man, hey man, let me do something, man. Hey man, back up off my boy, man. Back the fuck up, man.
Yeah, man. I wasn't swinging for your crazy ass. I was throwing for A&T.
Right. You want some of this too, old man? No.
No.
Look, I'm gonna just put it this way, as easy and simple as I can.
Right.
What did I say when we actually had the whole Draymond Rudy Gobert situation? Right. I said, if there's everything in your fight, the person that you grab is the person on your team. You don't touch somebody else on the other team. So as soon as he did that, what we used to say in the Stanford locker room, you GFAB.
Exactly.
That's what we used to say. GFAB means grounds for ass beating. All right, like as soon as you did that, it is what it is.
Dom was about to get his Pillsbury Doughboy fat ass yoked up, man. You better watch. Hey, Greenlaw be slamming motherfuckers, man. He do that every game. So I'm like, all right.
I wonder if he had slammed Philly Dom if he had bounced.
But I said it though. I said even before the game, I said if all people to get a penalty, watch it be Dre Green.
Oh yeah, you knew if it was anybody who's gonna be him.
I knew. I said this. Here we go. Here we go. He slammed my boy, and I saw it. I was like, I just know his mindset. Like I know that mind. So that's why I knew it. I was like, he getting one tonight. Lo and behold, I didn't think he was gonna get kicked out though. Nah. I didn't think it was grounds for kicking out.
Honestly speaking, I don't think neither one of them should have been kicked out. Like, it wasn't that.
It didn't affect us. Right. It didn't affect us.
It didn't affect nobody.
I think he should have been.
It didn't affect us.
You know what I mean? Like,
you know what it is. As soon as a closed fist punch is thrown, you're subject to get thrown out.
Did he throw it though?
He did.
It wasn't a close.
Yeah, I'm like that wasn't that. It was like,
so what does that look like?
I don't know. That was no punch.
So I'm saying, as soon as you do this, you are subject to get thrown out.
Yeah, you know how you chin check someone. You just kind of mush them.
I didn't think it was a close.
You think these refs know about chin checking people? Really?
He went like this.
No, they don't.
Okay, there you go.
He went like this.
They was like,
saw the video 500 times.
It was like he threw a punch.
All right, well, cool, Gina. I saw it 501. It started off close, and then that's how he ended up. Mish, I'm curious though. I'm sure you got some ties, and I'm sure you have an idea of what Philly thinks about this too. What would you have to say, or what are you hearing about how people, on the Eagles side of things think about Big Dom now?
Hey man, local treasure. Local treasure.
You right about that?
Hey, we stick together. That's all I'm gonna say.
You right about that?
He did it, so somebody else will have to get ejected.
Hey Tanya.
They gonna have Philly Dom.
Oh man, that's funny.
They're gonna be selling Philly Dom t-shirts. Believe that?
Yeah.
We got bail money.
Oh, they're gonna be some custom made Eagles jerseys in the next few weeks about some Big Dom on the back. That's about to happen. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I hope they represent Big Dom well come next week, because they sure didn't represent him after he got kicked out that game. You would think it would give like a team a spark, or like some fight, or like They just kicked out Philly Dom. They didn't do none of that. They was like, damn, Dom gone. Shit.
All right. Here goes our secret weapon. They might as well kick out Pablo Sanchez because there goes our secret weapon.
They said we ain't gonna have Dom in the locker room at halftime.
Hey, John, how's it going?
Oh, it's over. Michi, what do you think they talked about at halftime?
Where we going after the game? Because it's just over. It was 20-6 at halftime. 21-6. And we was getting the ball after halftime. Hey man, where we going the night after this, pimp?
Nah, I heard that they were they said one boy was like, call the Uber. Call the Uber. It's over. Hey,
hey, Sin, what's up, Sin?
We know these are
what up, Sid?
We know these are like
That's funny.
Professional players. This is their job. You know what I'm saying? This they 9 to 5. So the way we view sports and the way they view sports is totally different, right? This they 9 to 5. So Michi, I can believe you because all of us have been on our job and been like, man, this is some bullshit today, dog. I'm about to ride on about this motherfucker, dog. we've all done it. So it's all the same with them. It's they 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? So they like, right. Yeah, dog. I don't think we got anything in the playbook that is going to, get us back to where we need to be. I think we can call this one, fellas. Like let's just go and call this one
out.
And we'll see everybody back in here Monday. We'll watch some film on Monday. And everybody remain, keep safe. Let's not injure ourselves out here. I'm thinking this is how the halftime talk had to go. Because we didn't see nothing.
I don't know how old you are if you remember the movie Amistad. When old boy said, "Give us free."
Yeah. I can imagine it kind of went like that. I can imagine.
What up, Bashar?
I told people
Bashar,
I was
what up, boss?
And you're right, Michi. And everybody on here mentioned it. The moment that they did not score 7 and instead hit that field goal to make it 6, I was like, oh, dog, all the 49ers got to do is score once, and this thing is over. Well.
All right, well, we got a couple.
That's what I was doing. I was like, it's over.
No, like I said, I was shocked when they didn't get any touchdowns on those first 2 drives they had. But we got a couple of other Patreon member questions. This one from Miss Debbie. So she's saying you have to pick somebody not named Deebo, who was the
and then I get to talk
MVP on Sunday. And actually, Gene, I was going to say I want you to start off by answering this question.
Pterodon, shout out to you, boss. It's over now. Treated me so bad.
I think Gina's roaming. Her Wi-Fi is roaming.
Because I'm stuck in the back. I'm in the back of the bus.
Pause.
I have no Wi-Fi. I've got a big. Yeah.
Literally.
I'm in the trailer part of the fucking
Hey, remember we used to get them CDs? Remember them CDs that used to come in the mail? And they give you a
wall.
Get that free for like 10 minutes. Get that
hell yeah. Hey, you better hope nobody answer the phone. Don't nobody answer the phone. Boy, what you know about some dial-up?
Gina, that's what it said when she logged on. You've got mail.
Hey, bloom. Shut up. Hey. I don't know when it started doing this, but like lately, everyone's streaming tonight. Like
when you go to the internet and you hear that.
Bitch, you stupid.
Wait, hold on. Hey, can you get off PS5 real quick?
Facts, Gina. Facts.
No, I have a Wi-Fi extender.
Hey, stand on business, Gina.
I
Stand on
have a
business.
Wi-Fi extender.
Stand on business.
I have
Nah.
one right now.
How many?
Are you
how many
extending
kids you
from
got,
the
Gina?
McDonald's?
It's right here.
How many
I have
Are
kids
you
it
got?
extending from the
against
McDonald's?
wall. No, it's from Comcast. It's from
Now, you know the only
Comcast.
person that uses McDonald's Wi-Fi is Marcus, and he is there right now.
And by the way, you guys,
with
I
the double
stopped buying
cheese
online. Okay, so
cheese
here's
the nuggets.
because I have to save dollars. Barbecue sauce and sweet and sour. Okay, so I think the
Nobody
obvious
believes you,
choice
Gina.
would be to say Brock Purdy, but I would like, huh?
No,
What?
it's on you, Gina. No, it's on you.
Hello?
No, I think she's hearing what we said 2 or 3 minutes ago.
Oh no.
No,
What do you
she
mean?
not. She heard Rob be like, and then it made her stop. Ain't nobody saying nothing, no. Go ahead, Gina.
Rod said something to me.
No,
Yeah,
he
2
just made
minutes ago.
he made a sound.
Fuck off.
You just didn't hear it.
I'm about to fucking dip.
Don't dip. Just go.
Okay,
We can hear you.
anyway. I just heard something. Anyway. Okay. All right. So I think the obvious choice is Brock Purdy, but the defense really, like, as a whole, shut up, Rod, should really be highlighted as MVP because after keeping them like to to field goals and not letting them in the end zone, I think it was just like super duper key. You know what? I need to go in another room, man. This is just like, why did they put me back here? I feel
You straight,
like I'm in
Gina.
a trailer
You
park.
keep
So-
thinking you're not good. But you know what's messed up is the messed up part is on everybody
Can you guys
else's
hear me or
end,
not?
we can hear
What?
you
We
and
see
see
you just fine.
But because your side is the delay, you think that we can't. And we can hear and see you just fine.
Yeah.
Just fine.
You just
It's
on
just
TV time delay. You're on that
Yes.
1980s
Thank you,
time
Miss
delay.
Debbie. Stop getting frustrated, Gina. Just speak your piece and don't dip out, please.
Yeah,
Thank you, Miss
yeah.
Debbie, for
We're
saying
just
it.
being
You don't
silly.
have to
We just
dip.
know it's gonna take you 5 minutes until you
Right.
you actually receive
You
all
good.
this information.
Because
So we got
Rob,
like
you keep
5
laughing
minutes to
and
get
shit,
our
and
shit
I
together.
feel like
This
I
shit's
feel like
fucking
I'm-
hilarious. This shit's fucking hilarious. I'm just keeping it a buck. This shit's fucking hilarious.
Gina go whip some ass tonight.
Okay,
Get
wait,
off the
who-
motherfucking PlayStation.
Okay. Okay, good.
Turn on Call of Duty.
Get your ass
No,
off
my
the
son just
motherfucking
came in and he
PlayStation.
goes, I'm not even on the PlayStation. I'm like, all right.
Poor son. Poor guy.
I'm like,
Like,
okay, wait, who was it? See, now I'm losing my.
You were talking
We were
about the
talking about Brock
defense
Purdy.
being
Who was the one with the big
being the
hit?
MVP.
On
Deommodore or Lenore.
Lenore.
what's up, Reggie? Ghost. Lenore, right?
What's
Okay,
up?
so that hit alone, like that was I like it could have been channel lot, but I really called it P. Willie at that moment because it reminded me of that play on the Jets. Remember that season back in the day? Was it like 2012 or something when he almost made dude throw up on the field? You know what I mean? So I was just like, that was a hard ass hit. So I got to give it up for defenses MVP if you're not going to say it's Deebo.
I'm just gonna say Trent Williams, and I don't even have to explain why. Next person. I don't even have to explain why.
you flip
Oh,
a coin.
and you're welcome for me being entertaining because I love you all.
Yeah, that's right. Christian said we ain't shit.
I think
Shut up, Marcus.
I don't think I ever really you know how you see some games, but I mean the way McCaffrey looks behind playing with the guys that he is playing with, and seeing how much space he gets now, it's almost like he's a cheat code. You know what I'm saying? The way he took that out route on the sideline, and it was a dime that Brock threw to him. Let me make that clear. That was
beautiful.
A dime.
Yes.
I'm like, golly. The linebacker couldn't keep up with him. Christian McCaffrey is definitely special. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is that one that you don't have an answer for. And now that you have Deebo, the way he played yesterday reminded me of the All-Pro year. That Deebo, if we get that Deebo back, oh, you can hang it. And now with the Brandon Ayuk that we have, see, this is why I felt so very confident about our offense, because I said, what, and I can stand on this as proof. I knew that Ayuk was going to be that dude 2 years ago. I said this. It's just finally coming out now where I'm like, yo, this Ayuk can't be guarded.
Yeah, you did, Rod.
I'm sorry.
Well, Rod,
he can't be guarded.
Rod, if you're going to say that, Rod, tell them why BA wasn't looking like the BA that you knew.
I mean, he actually studied the game.
Why wasn't Brandon Ayuk looking the way that he looks now? What was the reason?
Well, he was in the doghouse for 1 week. I mean,
yeah, he wasn't understanding the small things, just the minor things.
Like I said, put the crown on my head because I know, like, I'm new to y'all, like, in terms of the last year, but I kept telling everybody when he got drafted out of Arizona State that he was a dude, and so I'm just I'm right once again, golly.
And they weren't, and the reason why I'll tell you, Rod, and this is what you'll be like, oh yeah,
correct, Reggie.
The reason why Brandon Ayuk hasn't looked like Brandon Ayuk that you knew he could be.
No, because Jimmy G ain't there.
Because y'all never had a quarterback. Because y'all, and that's what I was about to say. Because you never had a quarterback that can throw down the field. Because Brandon Ayuk is a deep
correct, Reggie. That's what I said. Correct, Reggie.
Lose. So the only reason why BA has never looked like the BA that you're right now too, Christian, because he never had a fucking quarterback to throw him the ball. Period.
Right. That's why I was so big on, and I'm being honest.
You guys, real quick, when I saw you guys, wait, real quick,
sorry ass
quick, I know, real quick, when I saw that catch, the one that was in question for Ayuk, when he caught that in the end zone, I was like, oh my God. I was just like, yeah, I know that's a catch, even though, like, you know, could have been called back. But I was like, what a fucking catch. I mean, it just looked spot on and it ended up being spot on. But I was just like, that was a fucking great catch.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The thing for me was if you've seen it before and you expect it didn't surprise me that he made that catch. Like I said, I saw that 300-yard game he had when he was at Arizona State going up against Oregon. So,
Side note, Jordan. Side note: is anybody watching this Cincinnati and Jacksonville game by any chance? Is it on in the background?
So it's funny enough that we're making the jokes about connectivity and whatnot. I actually turned my TV off so I could slow down my my Wi-Fi width and everything's focused on here. So I don't have it on right now.
Calvin really just got hit like DeAndre Swift.
Yeah.
How's he doing tonight, though?
Oh, he balling.
Okay. Cool. So we're gonna get our second round pick. That's all I needed to know. Cool. Hope he's all right, but thanks for second round pick. Before I go, I would say Meech or Unk. I know this is a Niners, pro Niners question, but do y'all have any other input in this in terms of who you think the MVP was for the Niners in this game outside of Deebo?
We know who the MVP wasn't.
Dom. Big Dom.
No, I just
Big Dom.
What blows my mind? What blows my mind about this whole podcast is all the other games we could talk about, and we focusing on this one. You know what I mean? Like there were so many.
You're right. Yeah, let's talk about the Falcons and the Jets. Let's do it. I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready.
You know what? And I'm out. On that note, y'all have a good night. No, I'm joking.
Oh, Trevor Lawrence is
Please.
hurt.
On that note,
Trevor Lawrence is
Hey,
done.
Gina, I took
Trevor Lawrence
my
is
like
done.
and subscribe back.
No. Well, okay. My season's done anyway.
Trevor Lawrence is done.
What's that?
Trevor
You want
Lawrence
your
is
like and
done.
subscribe back?
what happened to him?
Oh,
Are
he's
you
done.
serious?
Leg injury,
My season's done anyway.
ankle. Dang.
Oh yeah, he's done. It bent
Ooh.
all the way back.
Oh no.
I'm gonna put on my YouTube.
Oh yeah, it's a wrap.
Ooh.
That's a high ankle sprain. Look at the Jacksonville fans. Everybody like,
Oh, let me see.
it's season over. Okay.
Oh shit, you're
so
right. Damn.
Now that AFC team is out the way, Miami is cheering right now.
Absolutely. Kansas City just got a little more happier.
Right now.
Yeah.
Kansas City
Kansas City is absolutely hype right now, especially after their. And it's funny, we talked about that game earlier in the week, and I was like, I got a hunch about the Packers.
Hey,
got a hunch about the Packers.
Didn't we call it? Didn't we call it?
Yeah.
Hey, Patrick was just riding a little too high, man. And no matter what you want to say, it matters when you don't have a number one receiver. As Jalen Hurts, right, Michi? As Jalen Hurts. It makes a difference when you ain't got no number one, dog. And you want me to make all these plays, but I ain't got nobody to throw the ball to. Well, they was like, well, Patrick can do it with anybody. Well, can he?
Nerp.
Oh, okay. Not this year. No, sir. The most drop balls, in the league. You dig what I'm saying? The most in the league by any wide receiver core is in Kansas City. And it ain't Patrick's fault. Patrick hitting them in the hands. He on the run, hitting them in the hands. They just nothing. So I bet you he missing Tyreek Hill now. Oh, all of his stats, like the 20+ yard plays and all of that shit, all of that is down this year. All of that is career lows in all the categories that Tyreek made him look great.
Now
that's the thing is they don't even need a Tyreek Hill. They just need who's going to be that guy that wins one-on-ones in space. Like even if they got DeAndre Hopkins in this offseason, right? Like you could have had him or any of the other kind of guys. That's the thing for me. Like, yeah, I get it. Tyreek Hill is the be all end all like high end name, but they won a Super Bowl without him. They did. Like what's up, Rod?
Juju. They won a Super Bowl with Juju.
Right.
Yeah. I'm about to be 49er naive or management, but I'm franchise tagging if I don't come up with a decision about Brandon Ayuk, because Brandon Ayuk is a free agent after this year. And if Brandon Ayuk walks and he goes to Kansas City, you can sing song that shit for a while. Well, I mean, together. I'm just keeping it a buck. So
either way, he Niners. Look, that man gonna be. He gonna be for 2 more years. Francisco. He gonna be in San Francisco
some way or another next year.
But that being said, I would try my best to not franchise him, because if you franchise him and you make him mad, right? Of like, oh, y'all don't see my value. All right, bet. Guess what? Once I can actually go, I'ma go. So that's why I would say that. But okay, here's the thing. Here now it's my turn to answer this question because this is gonna be fun. And I want to do this because
you know what though?
I am
the Niners historically don't franchise tag though. They're players.
That's what all I'm saying is, well, don't do it now. That's what I'm saying. Don't do it now.
I don't think they'll need to. You're not playing Brock Purdy. I think you could pay BA. You're not going to bring back Chase Young. You might end up getting off of Hargrave. You know what I'm saying? You can bring back you can bring back Randy Gregory on a friendly deal. But I mean, you can find ways to pay BA without.
Well,
no, we don't need him.
If Nick Bosa says that Chase Young's coming back, I think Chase Young's coming back. That's it's one of those things where I get like it's obviously a great thing for this year. You brought back his college teammate, but when you make future decisions, now that you brought in his college teammate, it's almost like, when we talk about the Warriors, right, with Steph, it's, well, what does Steph want? Does Steph want Klay Thompson back? Well, yeah, you bringing Klay Thompson back. Does he want Draymond Green here? Well, you bringing Draymond Green. But again, my answer to this question is the MVP
money gonna hit different.
Is Steve Wilks. The MVP for the Niners is Steve Wilkes.
Talk
Now, why
about
do
it.
I say that? All right, let's look at what is the thing that the Niners have struggled
Only gave up
in?
one touchdown.
We gave
since
up one
the,
touchdown, but let's
it.
dive into it. Let's dive into it. What is one of the big things that has hurt the Niners in past years? Mobile quarterbacks. So, what are some things that Steve Wilkes did when calling defenses and assigning defenses for this game with Jalen Hurts?
We still have more questions
we
too,
also-
guys.
I know. So, what part of it was? Yes, you're going to have the spy, but also we're changing up who the spy is going to be. So, in that regard, Jalen thinks he's got a step on this guy. That ain't the guy that we had assigned to you. It's somebody else, or it's this guy. Also, I saw the number. David Lombardi put this out there about the amount of pressures that the Niners had. And
No, I'm not high.
I don't really pay much attention to that, because the reason why they were able to get to Jalen Hurts and sack him and whatnot was because the coverage was perfect. Coverage was perfect. Right, so that's when Jalen tried to run, and they had the perfect game plan of, hey, we're just going to try to keep him in the pocket. If he does try to scramble, that's when we'll redirect and go make a play. So the game plan is what I'm going to say in terms of what Steve Wilkes had for this Eagles offense. That's the MVP, and I say that again to say everybody that got mad at him and wanted to have him move to the sideline and all of this, you were wrong. You always were wrong. We tried to tell you were wrong, but I'm telling you again, you were wrong.
I like that MVP, Jordan. I don't.
Shit.
I mean, we could. I mean, Rod named CMC, Gina named Purdy, I named Trent. We said not named Deebo. You didn't name Steve Wilkes. I mean, we can go down the line with this team, dog.
I agree.
Who didn't shine?
And I mean, we can go down the line, dog. Like this team is
Mitch
built for
Wishnowsky.
tough, boy. This motherfucker.
I said the obvious was Purdy, but I really did say the defense.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you did. You sure
All right, here we
did.
go. More Patreon questions. Again, the last two are from Miss Debbie. So she wants to know, the question is, your thoughts. Yeah, I want everybody's input on this, because this didn't affect just one team. This is every team that's in it. Thoughts on the officiating during the game?
It wasn't bad.
Wasn't bad at all.
It wasn't.
I think it was straight. It wasn't anything that was too crazy for a call to be. I think it was fine.
Definitely nothing that affected the game.
Agreed.
I would say this is the first time I've seen Unc sit up for a minute. So Unc, looks like, do you have something you have to say?
Yeah, he gonna say what he been saying.
It was all right.
The most valuable
What?
player. The most valuable player was the bus driver to get him there. That's all they had to do was show up.
Oh man, that's funny right there.
Hey man, that's sadness,
First
man.
driver that got there.
Yeah.
Whoever put that JP8 in the back of that diesel truck should get an award. That's it. Whoever put the gas on the bus to get him there, brother, you need an award. Bus driver, you got him to the stadium. That's all you needed to do. That's all
Wow.
they had to do to show up. So, congrats.
Oh my gosh.
Hilarious.
Mish, what'd you think about the
Hilarious.
officiating, man?
All right.
I can't say nothing bad about officiating at all, man. It wasn't a factor as far as the game.
No, I would agree with that. And again, I know, like, it seems like as of late, there's some, not all, Eagles fans are putting out the whole thing of, oh, they should have called that hold on Ronnie Bell and touchdown. I mean,
tacky.
you can't. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
tacky.
You can't call that. You can't
Tacky.
call that.
My thing is to never let it get that close to where you
There
put
you
it
go.
in the officials'
Exactly.
hands in the first
There you
place.
go.
Exactly.
I agree with that 100%.
That one play is not stopping
Right.
14 points
Right.
every quarter except the first. Like, no, nigga, keep it a buck, man.
I mean, that's
start up the band.
that's what I always tell my high school kids, right? When I'm coaching them in terms of look, if you have to complain to the officiating about why you didn't do this or why you didn't do that, that means you didn't do your job. As a coach, you let me yell at them, right? Like, I need you to actually worry about making the play, do this, do that, yada yada. And I think Miss Debbie asked this because I know, like, if you just looked at any of the games, or for the most part, a lot of the games yesterday, officiating was terrible, right? We saw what went down in the Green Bay Kansas City game toward down the stretch. I saw what went down during the Falcons Jets game, and how just terrible officiating was for both sides in that game as well. So it's a good question here, in terms of Miss Debbie again asking, why aren't officials full-time NFL employees? Because there really does need to be a certain standard or certain accountability that's out there for these officials. But I guess if they're not employees of the league, only so much they can do.
I'll say this, man. With
I agree,
sports
Terradome.
becoming legal, I look at officials as just, people in there to make calls in order to make sure the point differential looks good, or, in case something is going down and Vegas needs to make a call or something. But officials are just like independent contractors, man. They don't work for the NFL. They don't work for the NBA. They just, you know what I'm saying? They just people, man, that could be bought and paid for. That's how I look at them. I mean, it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If people don't believe rigging games is real, it actually is. And I say that because when the Rams went to the Super Bowl a few years back and played New England in that Super Bowl in Atlanta, I know for a fact that Saints and Rams game was rigged.
I didn't see no pass interference. I don't know what you're talking about.
I know, Jordan. I know you didn't.
I ain't see it.
Because it was already said that it was no way in hell that the New Orleans Saints was going to play a Super Bowl in Atlanta, Georgia. It wasn't happening. So say what you want, but Jordan didn't see a pass interference.
Yeah.
I'm a Rams fan, and I saw pass interference about 15 times. At the same time, what they didn't show you was Aaron Donald being held by 3 people. So it's kind of like, all right, offsetting penalties, but whatever, man. Everybody saw pass interference in that game, man. I mean, we know what it is. Right, Jordan, like, see no evil, hear no evil.
Well, I'm going to say, I'm happy you said that, though, Dan, because you just gave me a new evil.
Right.
And I am ready
exactly.
for it. I didn't think about this
What's
one.
up, Jim?
But now that you said that, I'm happy because I got a new agenda that I got to push. Because you talk about
Jim Everett,
the Saints Super Bowl in Atlanta.
The great Gina.
I guess
Tom
that
Donaghy.
means they could. Oh, it's not even Tim Donaghy. It's it's Christian. What Christian said. But
yes,
the thing is, I guess that means that they couldn't have a Falcons Super Bowl in New Orleans, which is interesting because I remember there was a year the Falcons were in an NFC Championship. What team were they going up against? Oh, yeah, that's right, the San Francisco 49ers. And there was defensive holding on a 4th down in the red zone that they didn't call, which was a turnover on down. So I guess that makes sense. They couldn't have the Saints play Super Bowl in Atlanta. We couldn't play in New Orleans. So thank you, Dan. I appreciate that. You just gave me some new life on a new conspiracy theory that I now have.
I'm telling you, man, these games are rigged. Like in the first season where sports betting, NFL gambling is like huge. In the first season where it's huge, dog, we've seen some of the wackiest scores, some of the most improbable wins by teams that we know should be getting dominated, pulling out upsets. Dog, do y'all really believe Green Bay is better than Kansas City? Like, come on, dog. Like, are we going to sit here and be like Green Bay is better than KC? Like you did, Jordan, going down the line. You're not going to go down that line and find anybody better than Kansas City on either side of the ball. I'll wait.
Look, the overall, like the Kansas City has the best defensive line player of the group. But I think the overall better defensive line is Green Bay's. I think that the way that Jordan Love and that offense has played as of late, they have better weapons right now. And I know Travis Kelce's there. The way that that young group for Green Bay is playing as of late, they are a better skill group right now than with Kansas City.
Oh, he fumbled.
And that's the reason why like that game kind of went the way
Oh
it
my
did.
God.
So that's what I'm saying, where it's just like, I get it on paper if you want to look at the names and we want to talk about, stuff like that. I get it in terms of Kansas City, but if I'm looking at the tape and how they're playing, and again, like I said, how that Green Bay skill group's been, and again, I think Green Bay's won 4 of their last 5, something like that. I might say, especially since it was at home, Green Bay might be a little better right now.
So then Kansas City is not as good as we think they are.
No, they're not. Because I mean, look, do you respect anybody on the outside right now that Kansas City has?
Absolutely not.
So you're paying all your attention to Travis Kelce, right?
1,000,000%, which is why cool. Travis Kelce is getting doubled.
But so that's my point. And my thing is, you look at the other side, I think first off, because I know a lot of head coaches and play callers don't do this, Matt LaFleur has done a good job of kind of having a hubris moment and being like, oh, I can't call the same things. I can't handle this guy and treat this guy like I was going to be Aaron Rodgers. I have to call things for him. That works with Jordan Love. So he's doing a lot better job of scheming certain guys and different things open. And I honestly do think right now the way they're playing, the receiving group for Green Bay is a lot better than the receiving group for Kansas City.
Yeah, I mean, you do have a point there. Their receivers are trash.
Yeah, it's trash. I mean, again, they would have beat Philly last week if Marquez Valdez-Scantling could catch that pass. And I mean, dang, why they all gotta get you, man?
Right, they
I don't know, bro.
you,
I don't know.
They're coming after you.
It's funny with Danielle. Danielle, she just won't stop.
Stall them out, Deebo.
Yeah.
Stall them out.
Stall them out, Deebo.
Clowning you.
What I do?
Oh my goodness.
Why are you always so bad?
I want to say this. Right.
Get him off, man. He smell.
Oh man, no. I mean, look. I just want to say this last thing about the officiating comment before I have one more question I want to ask y'all. I mean, we've seen in all the leagues just how bad it is, but how protected these officials feel. Look, if you watch baseball, Angel Hernandez is one of the worst officials in all the different sports. Right now, he doesn't call. No, seriously, he's terrible. Now, he doesn't call playoff games or anything like that anymore, but he still gets to call in effect regular season games, which last time I checked, regular season matters something about postseason seeding, unless you're the college football playoff and Florida State should have been in. Another conversation for another day. But we saw the whole thing with Tim Donaghy. Christian brought this up earlier. Well, that's what Tim Donaghy has ties to. Scott Foster. Scott Foster's still calling games, and there's already been documented now that dude had something personal with another dude's son who plays in the league, but he's still there. He's unfazed. It's all good. Now we see the same thing going on in the NFL with how bad officiating has been in the league. There has to be some kind of accountability and some ties to the league and the officiating, and not them being the contractors, like you said, Dan, because stuff like this is getting very ridiculous. And if you don't have any more regulation around them and what they're doing, it's just going to get worse.
Who is this old dude for the Jaguars? I'm sorry, Jordan. Who is the old dude at the quarterback? Who is this guy?
Old dude. I do not know who their quarterback is.
Bethard?
Right, CJ Beathard? Good old CJ. Hey, so funny enough, I played against him in college.
He was also the 49ers quarterback at one time.
Was a backup quarterback with the 49ers.
Yeah, we
really?
We waxed his ass in the Rose Bowl. Christian McCaffrey scored on the first play from scrimmage in that game.
He was also trash on the 49ers.
Guys, before we go, I have to make a special announcement. Well, I don't know how soon you guys are going, but I have to go soon. So,
I just have one more question.
No, I just want to make a quick announcement. we are celebrating our 1-year anniversary of Sports Laugh and Chill. December 13th is when we have officially been a platform. So just wanted to say that we're probably going to do a little something. We haven't talked about it yet, but at least that's what I'm thinking. But we will talk about it. So Wednesday, December 13th, we make 1 year as a channel.
Fin.
That's all.
Fin. Yeah, because I ain't got my machine. I left it.
But yeah, like I said, just real quick,
Rod. Dennis don't want to play with us, man. He don't want to give us no sound effects, no nothing, man. He just here so he ain't getting fined, man. He got the beatbox next to him, man. He ain't even.
It's our anniversary. It's our anniversary. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Tell all your friends and subscribe. Tell them to subscribe. It's fucking free, bro.
Yeah.
Beat hard.
So, yeah,
CJ beat hard.
Like I was saying though. So yeah, that Rose Bowl, man. When we played CJ Beathard, we beat him 45-16. Oh, I'm telling my story. And like I said, the reason why I want to say it is because, again, it does relate to Niners fans because there was an all-purpose yards game set in school history for Stanford in that game. And it was by Christian McCaffrey. He had 368 all-purpose yards. So, see, there was some relevance to it. That's why I want to say the story.
CMC remains great.
Plus, again, I want to talk about a story while I got a ring, damn it. All right, here we go. Final question of the night. Is Brock Purdy your MVP of the league right now?
Damn.
It's the bus driver.
For me, he is over Dak and apparently now over Jalen. I mean, they're comparing him to Dak. I don't fucking give a shit. He's way better than Dak. I think Christian's good. I think Tyreek is good. I think they're all in the conversation.
You gotta put some respect on the kid's name, man. I mean, do I have him as MVP right now? I got him in the running. I definitely got him in the running, but I don't think he's the MVP of his own team. So that's where I get a little stuck. I don't think Brock Purdy is the MVP of his team, so he can't be the MVP of the league. That's my thought.
And Christian, just for context, I was actually teammates with a couple of Niners players and former players, but I just wanted to make that clear. All right, so no, I mean I agree with Dan. I'll get into my point a little bit later, but yeah, like I said, just want to hear what y'all what else y'all think. I mean, obviously, Meech, y'all have a candidate still in that race for MVP, so I want to hear y'all's thoughts on this too.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest and real with you, man. I think a lot of people get MVP mixed up with their favorite player, right? I think the MVP is somebody, if you remove them from that team goes to shit, right? And for me right now, I still have CJ Stroud as that MVP.
Oh, I love that.
I love that one. Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
For instance, and I don't want to bring up, something else, but you take somebody like a LeBron James from the Cavaliers, and now they win, 10 games a year. You know what I mean? They take them off of TV. That's MVP. And I think a lot of people get that, misconstrued with their favorite or the best player. Most valuable player is somebody that's, invaluable to the team. You remove them, they tank. And Brock Purdy isn't that guy. I can, get by with Brock Purdy because he has so much firepower around him that's making him look good. So no, CJ Stroud is my guy for the MVP.
I like that pick. Ooh. Mm-hmm. He won't, Marcus, but he will get Rookie of the Year.
I do too, but he's not going to win it because he's a rookie.
Say that.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
Good pick, though. That is a good
That's
pick.
A great pick.
Yes.
Of course. MVP. And he deserves Rookie of the Year. Off top.
Definitely. That's hands down. That's runaway at this point.
Yeah.
Right. No question. No question.
Hey, look here. MVP of the league, bar none, Danielle Thompson, because she just will not leave me alone. Danielle, what did I do? What did I do? What did I
Damn,
do?
you're right. I forgot about Puka. Puka could be
He said
rookie of the year
Puka
too.
Nakua.
Puka
Puka
could be rookie of the year
Nakua.
too. We was just talking
Yeah,
about
he
rookies of the year.
could.
Rookie of the year. Yeah, Puka could be rookie of the year
Yeah.
too.
Well, no, it's a good point, but I think the same reason why we're saying, we're talking about Brock Purdy being MVP is the same reason why I be CJ Stroud over Puka, quarterback-driven league, right? So now, if you're asking me who I think would win it right now, yeah, I'd say Brock.
Yeah.
But in reality, I think Brock is maybe fourth on his own team in terms of MVP. And I don't say that to diss Brock. Y'all know I like Brock Purdy. I think he's a good quarterback. But again, I've seen here's what I think works against him in my mind. I've seen another quarterback that got benched in Las Vegas, but took this team to a Super Bowl and 2 NFC championships, right? Talking about Jimmy G. So I know you can be a whatever kind of quarterback in this offense, still make things happen.
Because we
now
sure
at the same
wasn't saying
time,
Jimmy G was no MVP.
no, right, exactly. But I saw Jimmy G take this team to 9-0, go to a Super Bowl, have that team up in the Super Bowl midway through the third quarter, and then again, if Jaquiski Tartt catches a pick, right, we might be talking about a different team going to Super Bowl that year too. Right? I'm just putting it that way. The thing for me though is when I look at what I've seen this year, or what I didn't see this year, right? That 3-game stretch.
Can I say something though?
What's up?
I was chilling, Marcus. Gina, are you stuck?
No, her eyes
Gina?
are blinking.
No.
Yeah, your eyes were blinking, so you're not stuck.
No.
Yeah, we're waiting for you.
No.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm not. Well, I was waiting for you to acknowledge, like, yeah, go ahead.
I
I'm
stopped
sorry.
talking
My bad.
for
Yeah,
a
go
reason.
ahead. My bad.
I was waiting for the,
That go ahead.
welcome.
All right,
like,
well,
yeah, go
I saw
ahead.
you like this, and I'm like,
Gina, I
so-
was cooking, Gina, but I want to hold off on the cooking to let you talk.
Thank you. It's hard to kind of get a word in sometimes. Okay. So, to Meech's point, like, you think of somebody, who like basically isn't a great team, right? If you take them away, then they just kind of tank, right? So look what the 49ers are without Brock, right? We can't even make it to a Super Bowl with a mid quarterback. We make it to a Super Bowl and we fucking lose. Everyone blames that the overthrow to Emmanuel Sanders, right? Against the Chiefs. So if we have Brock and he makes that throw to Ayuk or Deebo in this next coming up, let's say we make it to the Super Bowl, we fucking win that shit. So you take away Brock, who are we? We're just another fucking team that wants to make it to the Super Bowl, but we don't have a good enough quarterback. Brock may not be elite, but we're fucking on the way there, dude. Like, all we need is that opportunity to be in the Super Bowl again. And I think Brock's the one that's going to help us win that ring.
You're kind of making the point as to what I was saying in terms of, yes, you said, well, if Jimmy doesn't overthrow in the Super Bowl, he helped y'all get to that Super Bowl. If he doesn't do this or that,
I wasn't trying to debate you. I was just trying to throw something in.
I got you, but I'm saying, like, you throwing that in helped me make my point, because again, I'll say this about Brock Purdy. I've seen Brock Purdy this year without 2 important players. I saw Brock Purdy without Trent Williams. I saw Brock Purdy without Deebo Samuel. How'd that look on offense? Like, while everybody else wanted to blame Steve Wilks for this, that, the other, but the offense was putting up 17 points a game with that same guy at quarterback, what did it look like? So that's what I'm saying. Like, I got to put him at 4th, and then at least above him, I'd have to put Trent Williams.
I don't put it all on Brock, though. I put that shit on Kyle.
Okay, well, it's just fine. Again, I'm never going to say take blame away from Kyle Shanahan, but I'm saying in terms of players, at least at most, because of that 3-game stretch, I had to put Brock 4th, Trent Williams and Deebo, whichever way you want to put 2 or 3, they got to be right here. And then at first, number 1 on that team, it's Christian McCaffrey. Like I feel like that is the easiest.
We know what he looked like without. We know what he looked like without.
Like I said, it's the easiest answer I feel like for this question. Actually, I could put Brock another level down and say Fred Warner's above Brock. But again, that's not saying Brock's bad. Look at the 4 players I just said that could be above him: Christian McCaffrey, Fred Warner, Deebo Samuel, Trent Williams. It ain't like I'm putting bums above them. Those are all pro level players.
But you're not going to put those. But they're not going to vote. But they're not going to vote. They're not going to vote those guys above a QB for MVP. Let's just face it.
That's why I said, in terms of how I think it will go, because of how it is a quarterback-driven award, yes, he would be the MVP right now. But I'm saying, as when I watch the games, right, with my eyes, he is not the MVP of his team. That's what I am saying right now. Okay, look, I get it. Terradone's putting in Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith, all these guys. I get it. Like, look, I'll just be honest with you. Look, I'm the youngest one in here. I ain't seen them play it, so I can't tell you, oh, well, Joe Montana would have done this without this person. This person would have done this without that person. When have we ever talked about what a quarterback does or doesn't do with one offensive lineman? That was part of what happened. And let's not get it twisted. We saw what this offense was with Deebo. But once y'all got Christian, that's when everybody's like, oh, that's what Kyle needed. This is what Kyle needed. This is the running back that Kyle Shanahan needed. So obviously, I'm not talking crazy when I'm saying something about Christian McCaffrey might be the most valuable player on this 49ers team.
It's true. Troy did used to.
There's no argument there. It's just, I mean, I'd like for him to win MVP, but I don't know if he would. I think Tyreek probably stand a bigger chance of winning over Christian McCaffrey if they were going to pick a non-QB.
I like that too, Gina.
So see, here's the thing we're talking about. So, right, we're talking about all-pro tackle, all-pro wide back. I got you. How many times have we talked? What is the reason? Did we say the reason why it's Super Bowl or bust for the 49ers because of 2 players? We said it's because of the collection of the group, right? Like, we're going to talk about that all-pro, this all-pro. We're going to talk about all-pro tight end George Kittle.
Fuck that. I said it's because of fucking Kyle Shanahan. That motherfucker has been in regime for 7 fucking years.
All-pro wide receiver Brandon Ayuk, who a lot of people want to call is a coaching genius or whatever you want to call him. Kyle Shanahan, all-pro Fred Warner, all-pro Nick Bosa, all-pro Talanoa Hufanga. I'm sorry that
tired of his bullshit signing Jimmy Garoppolo to fucking
and how the
franchise quarterback.
Just like coming into the year and the expectations of like what we thought this Niners team was going to be, all pro caliber, Shavarius Ward. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why you said Super Bowl or bust. So yeah, you thought this roster was so good. Even if you had an injury here or there, they should be okay. Right. And again, it wasn't the fact that, you know, Trent, who was replacing
to Dan's
Trent
point, though, now we have no excuses. We've got Chase Young. Right? We've got Chase Young now. Now we're whooping some ass. We just fucking beat the shit out of Philly. We fucking busted Dallas Cowboys. We had a little.
The number 1 team.
Okay, we went like with those 2 teams. We fucking went through the gauntlet. Right? We beat the best 2 teams in the NFL besides us. Now we're the best team, even though we don't have the best record. Right? So we have no fucking excuse now. None. 0. If we don't win the fucking Super Bowl, and I'm not saying just getting there, winning it, I don't want to hear shit from Kyle Shanahan. I don't want to hear shit from Jed York, fucking John Lynch. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't even want to hear nothing from these fucking fans because I'm one of the OGs. I fucking seen it all. I was in the fucking parade. Yes, the parade is 81, getting my ass stomped on by some fucking adults, and I didn't even want to be there. I said, Mom, I want to go home. She goes, shut up. It's Joe Montana right there.
Hey, you got jumped into being
so
a
I
fan?
don't want to hear it from anybody.
All right, long story short.
Before that, but practically.
Long story short.
Before that, but
long story short, MVP of the 49ers is Christian McCaffrey. That's all I got to say. Okay, Meech, go ahead because I know you had your hand raised.
Go ahead.
She
I was
told me
just
to
gonna say
shut up.
Marquise.
She said, "Shut up." There's Joe Montana.
Sound like a good mother to me. Sound like a mother that knows
She
what
got
she's
you right, huh? She got you right. She was like, "That's the man right there. It's
I
Montana.
want to go home.
That's
She
Montana."
said, "Shut your mouth."
Okay.
That's Joe Montana. I love it.
Shut your filthy mouth. That's Joe Montana there.
Shut your pie hole, essay.
Right.
Oh, that Leo Holmes. All right, come on,
Oh
man.
my God. No, she's not Mexican. It's the other side that's Mexican. She's Sicilian.
No, I'm just saying
Shut-
that,
no,
that was
so
from
she
a
said,
that was a movie. That
shut
was a
the
movie
fuck
reference,
up.
Gina. That was a movie reference. Step Brothers reference. A Step Brothers reference in that movie.
Oh, I don't like Step Brothers.
Oh man, it's a classic. It's a classic. It's fucking classic.
No, I don't think it's that funny. I don't think it's all that
Gina,
funny.
You don't have a sense of humor. You don't have a sense of humor. Are you nuts? That whole from
Yes,
A
I do.
to Z.
I just don't think
that
it's all that
movie-
funny.
That movie is pure
I've seen funnier.
comedy. Pure.
No, not really. No.
Pure.
The
Boo.
reason why it was as much of a game as
No.
it was for as long as it was because Christian scored that touchdown and broke 8 damn tackles. Anyway, like I said, Meech, what was your comment?
I'll
No,
see
man,
your
I-
Step Brothers and I'll raise you Wedding Crashers.
I love that too.
Nah.
Step Brothers is better though, but I like
Yeah.
Wedding Crashers.
No, but if you get, like I
I
said,
got
my
more.
MVP of the league right now is CJ Stroud, and I won't change that at all. But if you take your first
Rancho
string, your
Cucamonga's
second
finest.
string, your third string quarterback of any team, whether they're good or bad, who do they have to really, really build chemistry with? Your
QB.
center, person snapping the ball to him. To
too.
me, that's one of the more underrated positions of all of football.
1000%.
Because of that, I don't care if you first string, if you whoever you got in the flanks, whoever's your receivers, you know what I mean. We've seen when that chemistry is off between a quarterback and a center, man, it causes devastation. You know what I mean? Quarterback running all over the place and dropping balls and shit. We saw what Vic was doing with some of those teams when his center was shit and he was running for dear life as soon as they snapped the ball. So I'm just getting a little technical just to back up CJ Stroud as the MVP.
I like CJ Stroud. I mean,
I love that call.
I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bold. I don't think nobody gonna have the pause to choose him. You know what I'm saying? But you're right.
They won't.
I mean, he's doing everything right in his first year as a quarterback on a first year head coach on a team that was trash for the last 5 years that he has made relevant in one season. Bro, that's MVP type shit.
Oh, I said it 2 weeks ago. They won the division. He should be MVP.
And D'Amico should be coach of the motherfucking decade.
Without a doubt. Yeah. Without a
Because
doubt.
Houston was a shit show as an organization. Houston was on their way down, especially after the Deshaun Watson stuff and the owner stuff, and that organization was on their way down.
Now,
You
I don't agree
ahead,
with the
Meech.
coach because I think one of the coaches of the year would come from your Detroits. If we're really looking at it, your Detroits or somebody like that for the coach.
I might argue it's Kevin O'Connell now. That's the only other person I would argue over Houston. Because the fact that what he's doing now that Josh Dobbs has stepped in, that would be the only guy I'd say that should win it over. We had expectations that Detroit was going to be good coming into the year. And I hate to take that away from Dan Campbell, but again, I think we all probably figured and felt once Kirk Cousins went down and got hurt, it's like, well, that's it for them. Justin Jefferson was on IR. Well,
Dobbs is falling off.
Yet all of a sudden they started pushing things along. So I feel like they can make a wild card push here. He's the only real threat in my mind to win it over D'Amico. But I'd still say it's D'Amico.
Yeah, the Peaches hype's over.
Yeah, it is. It might be. It might be. It might be.
And so one thing real quick too, I just want to say this. This is gonna be my last rant of the night. Cause and like Pterodome, I hear you. Like, trust me, I hear you. I see what you're saying about Brock doing everything right, averaging is true. I hear you. Here's one thing I want 49er fans to realize and just get in your head. However good you think Brock Purdy
Pterodome.
is, and again, like I said, I
He
think
hates the
hold on, Gina.
Niners.
No, that's not even that. Hold on, Gina, that's not it. As good as you think Brock Purdy is, as good as I think Brock Purdy is,
Marcus.
he is never going to get the recognition and understanding of his individual talent as you want him to. Now, that's a good thing, right? Because he has all that talent around him. He has the head coach that he does. Trust me, I get it. Even when like Matt Ryan was a very good quarterback for a long time before Kyle Shanahan got to Atlanta. But everyone only wants to point to the one Super Bowl year. It's like, oh, well, he only did this when Kyle Shanahan got here. That's what happens. That's what happens when you have a really good play caller around you. Okay, and again, like I said, we pointed out all of these all-pro talent players that Brock Purdy is surrounded with. Okay, so that being said, when you have that around you, just live, like, get over it. He's not going to be viewed as the best quarterback in the league because of what's around him. And again, that's not me saying that he's not good. I think Brock Purdy is very good. I really do. But also, like I said, the players that I put over him, guess what? They're all really good too. I think, like, let's put it this way. Again, if you don't think Brock Purdy is the best quarterback in the league, okay, let's put that down here, right? Who did I put above him? I put Christian McCaffrey, best running back in the league. Are we gonna? Is that agreed on? Yes or no?
Yeah, definitely this year.
Okay,
yeah,
cool. I said
Christian
Trent
McCaffrey's
Williams.
running.
I said Trent
back
Williams,
this
best left
season, yeah.
tackle. Trent Williams, best left tackle in the league.
Yeah.
Yep. Fred Warner, best middle linebacker
Yeah.
in the league.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you see the guys that I'm putting above Brock Purdy when I say my stack level of MVP guys on the 49ers. So again, I'm not knocking him. The 49ers have they are Super Bowl favorites right now for a reason. And it ain't just because of the quarterback. It's everything that's around him too.
Well,
let's just be honest.
That's everything around him is what's making him look good. I'm not saying, like Jordan is saying, I'm not saying Brock Purdy is not a good quarterback. I'm not saying he's not a good athlete. I'm not saying none of that because he's proved that he can do everything that a good quarterback does. He can make all the throws. His accuracy is good. His passer rating is good. Everything around him is set up to win. All you needed was a good enough quarterback to not make the mistakes and to throw the ball downfield like Kyle likes, and to be able to use Brandon Ayuk, so forth and so on. I don't think anybody denies. Question: if you put CJ Stroud in the 49ers offense, is CJ Stroud your MVP?
He's gonna,
yes.
Because like here's the thing though.
Hold on, Jordan.
CJ,
hold on,
no, I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna agree with you real quick. Because guess what? Guess who CJ Stroud, like, you make a good point.
Yes.
Guess who CJ Stroud's offensive coordinator is, and guess what scheme he came from. Guess why it looks so good? Bobby Slowick was under Kyle Shanahan. They are running a similar offense.
So again, if we were to swap,
what's the difference then?
Purdy goes to Houston. What'd you say, Gina?
The difference is narrative, because the MVP is not always about
then it would look the same, right?
The MVP is about narrative. So you're telling me a team that went through everything that they went through with Deshaun Watson, winning 2 games here, 3 games here, all of a sudden they're a playoff team where they win their division? There is a strong narrative there, especially with the first-year head coach. Yeah, that's why I would pick CJ Stroud over Brock Purdy for MVP, because narrative drives a whole hell of a lot about what goes on in
CJ Stroud
MVP
is a better
and award
quarterback
voting.
than Brock Purdy. Will we agree on there? I mean, I'm not saying as far as the team and numbers and so forth and so on, but as an overall quarterback, would everybody on here agree that CJ Stroud is better than Brock Purdy?
I'm not gonna go that far on that.
As
think
far as
I think
athlete, as far as
Gotta
oh,
go.
I mean, if
position,
we're gonna say athlete, sure, but I'm saying
Brock's
but
leading
I'm not
number one
gonna
QBR
go that
and
far.
everything,
Like I said,
completions, everything. That's
well,
It's really hard,
just
man.
talked about that,
I've
Gina, and
gotta
that's
go
because
Purdy.
he's in a. That's
It's really
because
hard.
he's.
I still
I
think
mean, and that
you
makes sense.
pluck out, you pluck Purdy and put him in the Texan system, and then vice versa, and I think you get the same results with
You don't
both.
think CJ plays a little bit better in San Francisco than he does in Houston?
I think they both play equally well.
Woo.
The same.
I mean, they both
think
play
they're the
well.
same.
Don't get me wrong. I think
They're
play
both playing well now.
I
Brock's
think
not a runner.
CJ has a better deep ball.
Brock's
I
not
don't
a
think you
runner.
need to run in Kyle's system, though.
What? Why do you think y'all drafted Trey Young?
I don't think you need to be.
I mean, not Trey Young.
Trey.
Mobile.
Trey Young. He is on my
Trey
brain,
Lance.
Jordan. Do you hear this? God, dog, I can't stand that little motherfucker, boy. God, dog,
Trey Lance.
it's just my Knicks
If
bones.
it were 50, yeah, we gotta end. We gotta end this. All right, we gotta go. We're on 2 hours. So let me just end this by saying, you guys, December 13th, we make 1 year on this channel. So please stay tuned for that episode, because we've got a lot to talk about as a group. Let's roll it. You guys, become a Patreon member. Don't forget to hit like,
Appreciate
share with your
everybody coming out.
friends so they can subscribe.
BG, thanks for being here.
Shout
Thanks
out
for showing up.
to our King in Heaven, the one that passed, Corey Davis. One love.
No, shout out to
We out. Bye.